I am Vinnie Torres, folks. Your good intentions have been stolen, but don't worry, I'm here to help you get them back. You may be soft and succulent at the beginning of this process, but hang in there. Before long, you will be lean and mean guaranteed, just like the beautiful Miss Gina Grad. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm tied to a whipping post. Yeah, today is one of those days. Folks, she comes on every Wednesday, whether you wanted to or not. And here we are in the new year recording fresh shows. I'm talking about the beautiful Miss Anna. Oh, Miss Gina Grad. Oh, yeah. You got to give me a break, Gina. I was just talking to Anna right before we went on. Right.
I understand. And she's your girl Friday. And it's a pretty big compliment. So I will continue to take it as such.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I play whipping post, and off the air, you and I were talking about our good friend Joe Coy and the beating he's taking for no reason whatsoever.
No, not even
in the press.
No.
But I too, like Joe Coy, have problems.
You, the great Vinnie Tortorici?
Oh, I don't think you really understand the problems I have.
Do tell.
Yeah, look. In the audience is going to be, oh, please, Vinnie, shut up, please. But back around July, August, I started noticing before that my Instagram wasn't growing the way it was.
Right.
I was getting right near 100,000 followers, and it started to go backwards.
Right.
And then by August, I started paying attention to it. And no matter what kind of post I would put up, I would notice several things. That when you have a big account, they give you a professional dashboard to look at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that works, but
you can see all the insights.
Right. You can see everything. So for every person I was getting, they were taking away 1.3 people. So I was going negative by 0.3 people per day. They were just pulling people away from me. And then I started looking deeper, and I would notice things like, if 10,000 people saw my post, almost all 10,000 were people who were already fans.
Right. They're not exposing you to new followers.
Literally, I would have like 12,000 people seeing the post.
Right.
And they would feel like 19 of them were outside of they weren't letting me go outside. And they haven't let me go outside of my thing. Even on times when I've had 20 and 30,000 people respond. It's all within my group. It never gets past 300 or 400 people. Even with those kind of numbers, it never gets past 300 or 400 people outside of my group. They won't show my stuff outside of the group. And when Megan was still working for me, I would say, Megan, go find out. Go sick.
Right.
Go ask him. I've pissed off the gods. Right. Go find out what we're doing wrong, because this is how we help people, is by being in social media, right?
This is how you grow.
And Megan even got to the point where she said, look, you're now acting paranoid. And I would say, I know I'm acting paranoid, but I'm not a paranoid person. I never believe anyone's out to get me, and I don't think they're out to get me. I think I've pissed off the algorithm gods somehow, because I was removed from Wikipedia by one vegan. That's all it took. One vegan. And Gina, you can laugh about it, but
it's funny.
People go, they came for this, they came for that, and I didn't care. And then they came for me.
For me, right.
Right. That's the problem with this. When they came for me on Wikipedia, everybody goes, why do you care? You don't make money on Wikipedia. One person, one vegan, was able to shut me down. When I appealed to Wikipedia, they said, no, we're going to go with her.
Mm.
They didn't just remove my thing from Wikipedia. They removed me from Serena's Wikipedia. And when Serena complained about it and said, why did you remove my husband? They literally, the woman, the vegan said, I don't believe this is actually Miss Scott Thomas, because you would not be married to that man.
What?
Yeah. So they removed me from her. And by the way, reinstated her ex-husband as her husband. So that's another Wikipedia lie. Folks, if you believe it's on Wikipedia, stop. Never go to Wikipedia for facts, because they don't even have me. And by the way, my hometown, Donaldsonville, Louisiana, has a Wikipedia page. I was one of the famous people from Donaldsonville. Now, look, when you come from a town where if you if you clock the longest fart in history, you're famous. It does, the road to become famous from Downville is not very high, right?
Right.
But if you write 2 books and you got 3 documentaries, you're
Nothing.
one more notable. Look, I played college football. Other people played pro football from my hometown. One guy played pro baseball. That's who's on Wikipedia.
Right.
A lot of good athletes. Not me. I was removed. She had me salted from everything, just completely salted. One human being.
But that doesn't, I mean, I know it sounds like, yeah, of course, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, if it's true, it's true. By the way, my age on Wikipedia, I look good for 65. I don't know who puts these ages in. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I've been banned, as I'm sure you have in the past, from changing my information to the accurate information. So
Right.
yeah, I get it. I get it in that I don't get it.
Well, look, my Wikipedia was all pretty accurate. They had like 1 or 2 things wrong. Like they said that I trained Michael Chiklis. I've never met Michael Chiklis. Right? They had other people I trained, right? And I don't know how they found out, about those people.
No.
It's like, wow, this is oddly accurate. Right? So,
But now,
but then you go, okay, why are you worried about that stuff? Excuse me. Because I believe in integrity and I believe in
accuracy.
the accuracy of all of it. And, so then today, when Anna calls me and says, hey, I see you did a post where you mentioned me and you tagged me in the post because I used 2 of her seasonings in my meal last night. I'm batching it right now because Serena's out with you guys on an acting gig.
Still?
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
tell you about it off the air because
Great.
it's not supposed to be talked about on the air.
Fantastic.
So did I tell you what she was doing out there?
You told me what she was doing before the winter break.
Okay, that's still going on
Ooh la la.
for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You're a lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah. All right. So Anna goes, hey, I'm trying to spread your post because you mentioned me in it.
Right.
It won't allow me to do it. It's like, Anna, I'm telling you, I've been locked down. She goes, this is ridiculous. I said, why doesn't anyone believe me? Everyone thinks I'm locked down. People cannot share my post. Let's do an experiment. Try to share my post from today. I talk
Hold on.
about salmon or something. I put up a thing.
That might be too controversial.
And I'm going to tell you because Chris went in and found what the problem is. I want to see if you can share that post.
Yeah, a salmon post. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's see. There's Vinnie. And we got a gourmet meal in minutes. Looks delish.
Oh, it was delectable.
Can I add it like on my story? Is that what you want me to do?
Something like that. See
okay.
if it'll allow.
Add to story. I did it.
Okay. But if you try to, is there something else you were, Anna told me she tried to do something and they wouldn't allow her to repost.
Oh, she might have. Yeah. She might have been trying to repost it, which is might be above my pay grade. Oh, I don't think I can do it because you didn't tag me.
Oh, okay. All right. So there you go.
But I just shared your salmon post.
So I went to my guy, Chris, my real girl Friday, and I said, Chris, please go find out what they want from me. They're holding me ransom. I've now lost, I was almost at 100,000 people. I'm down to like 90. You got my thing up there with 92, 93,000 people. Over the months, they've taken 7,000 or 8,000 people away from me.
93.4.
Okay. That was almost 100. Because I remember when I went past Kristen Scott Thomas, I went, oh, I just beat my sister-in-law. And then I was quite close to 100, and then it started going in reverse.
Yep.
Right. So Chris goes through, and he found that I commented on someone's comment, and it was offensive back in March of last year. I was offensive, according to Instagram. Would you like to know what I said?
Yeah, it had to be pretty bad for all this to be happening.
Okay. Gina, you may not want to podcast with me anymore after I tell you this.
Okay, I've been warned.
Now, I'm going to have to paraphrase a little bit because someone said, so what you're saying is if I don't work out, I won't gain muscle, and then, then the carbohydrates are doubly bad. And I wrote back something to the degree of, yes, if you don't work out, you will get muscle atrophy. And if you continue to eat carbohydrates, how did I put it?
Did you say like your puppy will die?
No, I said, if you continue to eat carbohydrate, you will gain fat or something to that degree.
Okay.
So I said it's a double whammy. You get muscle atrophy from not working out. If you eat too many carbs, it will cause you to get fat. It was considered hate
speech. Hate speech.
And it was considered, it was flagged, not by the person. They found it themselves. And that's why and apparently Megan, when Megan used to work for me, tried to appeal it. And then I guess I don't know if she dropped the ball or they said no, but I think she, in Megan's defense, she moved on to other work. She's not going to sit there and,
right.
And I didn't even know that she tried to appeal. But yeah, they've been sitting on that hate speech.
Oh my God.
For the better part of a year, just taking people away from me, not showing me to new people and just getting rid of my people.
Which is ironic because the question you're answering is something a lot of people are going to want to know.
Yeah.
You know what? It's so funny about this. Okay, so as I look at you, there's a giant picture right behind you with a giant word that says fat.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing a hat that says fat.
Oh, wow. Didn't even realize that.
It's something we've talked about for years on the Adam Carolla show, on this show, on so many shows, that people say like, if you eat fat, you'll get fat and fat, fat, fat. Well, I think to your point, on places like Instagram, my guess is that the word fat is a word that's flagged because it's an insult, it's a name calling. And your whole point between your hat and your poster and your documentary is it's a word that we're allowed to talk about. In fact, it can be good for you. But because people don't see it that way, they saw the word pop up. You must have been insulting someone. Now we're going to take your livelihood away. What?
Right. Well, one time, as you know, I have a private group on Facebook.
Right. I'm involved.
I want to stress the word private. I want to put that in the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
Private is not for everyone to see. You have to be in the group.
Yes. You have to be vetted into the group.
Right. You don't just get in. We ask you questions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And even your mom, when your mom tried to get in, we double questioned her because we know she's a Weight Watchers fan. We wanted to make sure we didn't have a narc. We went in triple time on your mom. That bitch didn't just get in.
As you should.
But it's private.
Yeah.
But Facebook, they look into private groups. And they flagged, they wrote to me one time and said, I'm sorry, but this is your last warning. And if we see any more hate speech within your group, not by me, by a member,
right,
we're gonna just remove,
close it down.
Yeah. So I went, oh Jesus Christ, hate speech.
Somebody probably went on a racist rant or
did
threatened to kill someone.
get in there or something, or what happened? Right.
Right.
You want to know what the hate speech was?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Someone said, I use bacon fat to fry my eggs.
And what was the next part that was offensive?
That was a statement. Yeah. A little confused, right, Gina?
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking at you like a dog being shown a card trick.
I guess you're not supposed to cook chicken embryos in pig. I don't know what the problem is. Right. And we wrote to him and said, hey, people use the word fat in my group all the time because we talk about eating fat.
We cook with fat.
And I got a yeah, but still from him.
And you can't fight them because they're the ones with the buttons.
Judge and jury. I can't sue them.
Lord.
When I'm going to go up to San Francisco and start suing people,
Yeah. Good
You
luck.
think I'm going to win?
No.
Yeah.
No, I
There
don't.
you go.
Oy vey's mir.
Yeah, that's the world I live in.
Yeah. What are your people from I could probably get banned for saying that. Your people from down in Louisiana, in Yiddish we say oy vey, the Chinese go yeah. Oh, you guys have oof maron. You Italians.
Well, the Italians do, but down south,
Yeah.
our version of "Oy vey's mir" is "What the fuck."
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
Okay.
matter of fact, when I used to mess around with comedy, did I ever tell you that I used to go on stage and do comedy?
You did, and it delights me to no end
One
because they kept having you back.
Yeah, and I kept telling them I wasn't a comedian.
Don't care.
I had a joke I used to do because I grew up in Catholic school, and I said, that song "Kumbaya."
Mm.
Do you know what it means?
Mm-mm.
It means what the fuck. And I said, try it on for size. Here I am, my Lord. What the fuck? Here I am, my Lord. What the fuck? And the audience loved it.
That's good.
And
That's
only an
really good.
audience down on Melrose on any given Tuesday night would.
Please tell me you didn't bring up a guitar or a ukulele for that part.
No, I wasn't a prop comedian.
Okay, just asking.
What was his name? Bigley, Babiglia.
Oh yeah, Mike Birbiglia.
Yeah, he used to bring up a guitar. So whenever I'd see a comedian going up with a guitar, yeah, I think Babiglia used to bring up a guitar. I'd see a guy with a guitar and go, "Okay, you're a hack."
Well, it's funny too because my other friends who are stand-ups would say it's not fair because you're going to get an applause when a song ends. You're not going to get an applause when a joke ends.
Well, as I used to say, if you're giving me applause, I sucked. I want laughs. Right?
It's a very good point.
And applause is you're being polite because I sucked.
Right. Good point.
And yes, leave. Please leave. Thank you. No,
if we keep clapping, will he stop?
Yeah. No, I would just go up and do what the fuck, and then of course, whenever I come off and leave there would always be a Catholic going, why did you have to do that joke? It's like, because it was funny.
Yeah.
This is what they call comedy.
Let's just put it this way. When I was a screener and even an anchor for the Man in later years, I got many calls about, hey, Tim Conway Jr. is so funny, but does he have to say the JC word all the time? Yeah, he does. He does. Well, he's a good Catholic boy.
My thing on Twitter is Jesus H. Christ.
I know. Oh, you have the same problem.
Oh, people say all the time, "Hey man, I love you and everything, but why do you have to take the Lord's name in vain?" It's like, no, I'm not taking his name in vain. It's a colloquialism that a lot of Catholics use.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not a Catholic in good standing, but I can use it. Go on, Gina.
And by the way, prove that his middle initial wasn't H.
It's Horatio. Everybody knows that.
Thank you. I thought it was Harold, but you make a very, very good point.
Yeah, Harold be thy name. Yeah, they say it right in the thing.
Vinnie, you're firing on all cylinders in the new year.
Boom. Just drop that one. That's right. You can take that, use it whenever you want, Gina.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah.
I really like that.
The fact that you know the Lord's Prayer lets me know that you are with a Goya.
I know. I'm with a Shagets. I am with a Goya shaman. Yeah,
I love that you just embraced the whole Catholic thing. You got a tree.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I mean, you're more human than human.
Thank you. And we do. And my little 8-year-old lights the menorah and knows the prayers. And then we do the tree and we do the thing. Isn't it? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at me.
Harold be thy name.
And then if you want to really impress people, you'll bust out the Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. And then we got a full spectrum house here.
Why do you say that?
Just because we got the Hebrew, we got the Catholic, we got it all.
So you do it all.
Oh yeah. And by the way, my husband isn't Catholic, but my stepson is being raised as such. So we're trying to support him.
Catholic is okay as long as you stay away from Catholic schools and priests. And I'm not
Noted.
funny. I'm not being funny. Look, I mean, everything that the reason I don't follow, people write to me all the time. They go, you're a very spiritual person and you're a good person. And I'm sorry you don't follow any organized religion. And Serena's very, goes to church sometimes.
Mm.
And she go, you're the most spiritual person I know that I said, look, when you were beaten physically and more importantly, mentally by nuns, and you saw what some priest did to friends of yours who were never the same. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't happen to me. I saw like some of these guys were like jovial kids and the whole thing. They would join the altar boys thing. They go on a couple of camping trips and now they became somewhat disenfranchised.
Yeah.
I was able to see it.
Yeah.
I was able to see it. Why don't you want to become an altar boy event? No. No, these guys are not. No. I see.
Wow.
Like when you're a kid and you can see it.
Yeah.
Right. You know something's going on.
No.
And that's where I was.
And nobody can take that away from you because that was your experience.
And then I was naive enough one time to bring it up.
Oh boy.
Because when you live in the buckle of the Bible Belt, they shuffle priests through. So when they get in trouble in a different community, they shuffle them through. Right.
Red Rover, send father so-and-so right over.
Yeah. Send the next pedophile right over. And so what would happen is, like a priest would come to town and it's like, oh my God, this, great guy and the whole thing. And he's got an acoustic guitar and he, in between doing Kumbaya. And if I had a hammer, he does like a, father and son from, Cat Stevens. So
love that song.
Super cool. Right.
Sure.
So, and you start, oh my God, I love this guy. I love this priest and the whole thing. And then a few months later, they'll go, oh, Father so-and-so is going to another community. It's like, wait, we just started liking this guy. He just got here. Why is he moving again? Oh, they have to move him because they don't have a priest over there, and we're going to bring another priest in here. And I would say, well, why don't we keep that priest and they just send the other, let's skip the middleman. This guy doesn't have to pack his luggage. Let's just let that guy go somewhere else and then shut up.
Yeah.
Everyone knew what was going on, but when the kid makes common sense, then my hackles went up. Wait a minute. Yeah. Why are all the grown-ups like literally leaping on me like I'm on fire?
Right.
Right.
You make a very, very valid and astute points.
I'm sorry. I speak the truth here.
Yeah.
Whether we're talking about diet and exercise or religion. I'm sorry. That's just a fact. I didn't mention anyone by name. I could mention 5 of them right now. I won't.
And the thing about you that I've known for so many years is, and the reason why I trust you implicitly, my husband, my kid loves you. We have our Vinnie dinners now, he calls them. And, we've been doing that for years. And all of these things is because I know no matter what crazy thing you say or what joke you make, your intentions are among the purest of any human being I have ever met.
That's very kind, Gina.
It's true. So there is, I have exposed you against your will to various parts of my body. Unconsensually, may I add. Yeah.
I've seen the natural wonders of the world.
When I had my surgery, I go, is this normal? There is nothing I won't expose Vinnie to because I trust you implicitly. So when you say something, that's all I need to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, that's why, and I don't take anyone's God's name in vain because people will come on the internet and they'll go, well, okay, let's see you do it again, but use the Muslims. And it's like, I would, but it's not a colloquialism and it's not funny.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. That's not,
And I always, I've been saying this for years and it's just so easy. You're welcome to do that on your page. Yeah. I'm not your puppet.
Yeah. And if I lose followers or whatever, fine. You were here for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm trying to help people. I
can tell you, I do believe you. I do believe, the one thing that I didn't always trust Vinny with, and he's already addressed this, was, oh, you're being paranoid. Oh, it's nothing. It's just a coincidence. I believe you. I get it. Now there's proof. And I follow this stuff all day, all these, content creator stuff. And everyone agrees on one thing. They can have a billion trillion followers. They teach classes on how to get followers and content creation. Right. They all agree on one thing. Nobody understands this algorithm and nobody agrees with it.
Right.
So you're right.
Yeah. I like being right. Loving you is wrong. I don't want to be right. All right, folks. Gina Grad has a new Instagram out there, and it's called My Extra Parent. And
close, very close. Well, my extra family, because we're doing my extra mom, my extra dad, my extra sister. Yeah. And I work really hard on it. Thank you so much for shouting it out. My Extra Family, brand new content every single day about step parenting and families and all this good stuff. Thank you. Please join it. And then, of course, my book, My Extra Mom, which is available through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. But, of course, we use Amazon so we can click through Vinny's banner. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps us. And, of course, the Bryan and Gina Show from LA Magazine. A lot going on.
Yeah, so go check out what Gina's doing, because the pictures are much more glamorous. I need to ask her what she's doing over there. How did you did you hire someone, Gina?
No, that was me in front of a really good window.
For all those photos?
I took their selfies.
I would buy that window. Is that window in your house?
Window's in the front.
Oh, good. Keep that window.
That window's coming with me no matter where I go. It's really good light. Yeah, and those are selfies.
Yeah. So go check out My Extra Family. And also Gina does a show with Bryan Bishop. They went dark over the holidays. Are you guys back up and running again?
Yeah, we gave ourselves a 2-week break like real people. And we're back now.
Okay, so I'll be listening, not today, but tomorrow.
Right.
So check out everything she's doing. We will open up around the 15th or so, the VIP sign up again. So if you didn't sign up the first time, we will have sign up again starting on the 15th of this month. And I think this show comes out right after that, 30 and 40. Yeah, this show probably comes out on the 17th. So I'm thinking, go back, or it's going to be open. So Vinnie Tartary /VIP. We have this accountability group. People love it. I never knew it was going to be as popular as it is. Whenever I do the consults, people in the consult are telling me, oh, I'm also in the VIP group.
Perfect.
It's the best, the accountability. We also have a place where everyone can go and write comments. That there's an exercise section in there. There's a food section. I'm going in and doing stuff there. So I'm always in there. Even if you don't get to hear the show live, as long as you are part of the group, you can listen to the back episodes. It's just a wonderful thing.
It feels so good to be part of a community, because we all know if it's a food addiction or alcohol or drug, whatever your addiction is, or whatever your problem that the obstacle you're trying to overcome, when you're alone and you say, I can do this myself, it doesn't work. Being part of that accountability group and being part of that community works wonders. I just really wanted to throw that in.
Well, thanks, Gina. You know what to do. We all go shopping on Amazon. Before you go to Amazon, go to VinnieTartaries.com. Click through the banner. It puts coal on the fire, gets my train down the track. We're able to keep the show free for a gazillion years in a row. If I've offended anyone today, I'm terribly sorry about that, but you need to listen to it within the context of which I speak. I'm not making this stuff up. It's my life experiences, and I always tell the truth on this show. So there you have it. Gina reminded me of this song during the show. I said, being more Christian than Christian. This song kind of sounds something like that, but here we go. On behalf of Gina Grad, my name is Vinnie Tartaridge. Put life into living, and let's do it with Rob Zombie.